said you sound intelligent, but I wouldn't fall for that. You must show me some documents to prove this is your cat. So useless you keep telling me that she belongs to you. Madam, you don't understand, my pussy is missing too. Is my pussy, is my pussy. She said, is my pussy, is my pussy. I feed her, mind her, raise her from small. Man, take off your hand from she, don't touch me pussy at all. She dipped into her leather bag and brought something to show. She didn't pack up 10 this cap 11 months ago. So if you are dissatisfied and need more proof from me, Mr. I could take you home and show you the pedigree. It's my pussy, it's my pussy. She said, it's my pussy, it's my pussy. I feed her, mind her, raise her from small. Man, take off your hand from she, don't touch me pussy at all. Without my cat, I miss her terribly. Such a little sugar plum, she always slept with me. Well, what will be my position when there is rain and storm? I don't know what I gonna do, no pussy to keep me warm. It's my pussy, it's my pussy, it's my pussy, it's my pussy. I feed her.
Weekend City Show. Weekend City Show.
She dipped into her leather bag and brought something to show. She didn't pack up 10 this cap 11 months ago. So if you are dissatisfied and need more proof from me, Mr. I could take you home and show you the pedigree.
A very good morning to all of you listening to us here on Joy 99.7. It's a very big thank you to Home Affairs. And that was a great conversation that you had there. You've got to make sure that you are friends with your spouse. Because trust me, if you don't have friendship, nothing can work. It's some 40 minutes after 7 here on Joy 99.7. My name is Northern Akwa-Hayford. You can call me the Oven because, of course, the Oven this time has moved from all the way Elmina to Accra. Kokomlimli to be more precise.
Well, what will be my position when there is rain and storm?
And this morning I'm here in the studio with the usual corporates.
It's my pussy, it's my pussy, it's my pussy, it's my pussy. I feed her, mind her, raise her from small. Man,
and it's the Weekend City Show. And we will be looking at some interesting issues that have been happening over the week. This week we still have been on the sex for grades, and you've heard a lot of things about that. And you know, it's been very interesting looking at what happened. The VC, the Integras lady, talking about the fact that she's been harassed, and the quick U-turn with which she came and said, "Sorry, guys, it is not as you think. I wasn't harassed by the VC of University of Ghana." It's quite interesting. I mean, all these things are happening around us. And then also you want to talk about the GFA. Palmer still not able to, pull it off to make sure that he's part of the 6 people. Then they become 7 because, balloting has been done. And I'm sure that you are wondering what Palmer is up to what would happen. Will the elections come on? Will it not come on? We don't know what is going to happen. We will be talking about that here on the show. And then also another important thing that happened yesterday when the government, through the Ministry of Communication, issued some directives to the MNOs, or I would say the telecom providers in this country. One important thing that a lot of people are happy about is don't take my data, roll it over. And that is what the government, told these people. They said, your talk time, your data must not expire. They should make sure that that happens. But let me say good morning to my friends here, because we have not met in a very, very long time. Ruben!
Yeah, this is interesting, this morning. It's a fantastic show.
It's a very cool morning.
Yes, but it's a cool, but we make them hot to come there cool,
Ruben says that he's going to make sure that your cool becomes hot. Langenbell.
Yeah, my man. Mr. Urban.
Yeah, I told you the Urban moved all the way from Elmina to Accra.
That's that immediately I enter the room and see that the Urban is bro. It's bro to the moon.
I see. How has been your week?
Oh, Charlie, the week is fantastic because yesterday the rain is fundamental styling. When it blow, the time the rain blow, I thank God that everybody sleep. And some of people on the outside, people to sleep it. No, definitely, the weekend city show or the week is fantastic. I'm on the weekend city show. Thank you for the word so sweet.
Great. Okay, so what we're going to do is the usual thing that we do all the time. It is time for us to have our prayer.
Yeah.
And last week, Langabel, you prayed.
That's it.
I listened to the show.
Yeah.
So for today, we're going to have Ruben give us the prayer so we can begin the show. So Ruben.
Yeah.
Commit us to the little sons.
I'm on different mood. So many happened from this week and Nova. Let me say this platform. Last week I let them people know that you're supposed to join Makers Out to be an experience conference and things happened for me. I didn't pass through, but still God give me strength to come here to come and pass through for weekend city shows. Mr. Nova, and the prayer is supposed to be started. So let's go to prayers.
Yeah.
Heavenly Father, this morning we dedicate ourselves to your hand, Lord, once and for all. Lord, we pray ourselves to your hand, Lord. I'm keeping saying that, Lord. We keeping praying for our leaders from this country. So now as I'm coming, my people is complaining. If you buy credit, Quran, my man, do you see this Quran? We just 180 pesos. This movement Ghana is big. So I'm keeping praying for them. Lord, change their mind. Change their mind.
Amen.
So that people who didn't work well can get something to eat for this country. We don't want everything to go to one way, Lord. We need our leaders' mind to change, including my Ghana country, Lord. So I pray ourselves to educate the people who listen us right now to your hand, Lord. So it's a weekend city show. We are weekend doctors, as you know. And today so it's a fantastic way. The rains are fall. The anointing are 4 hours. So Lord, deliver them and increase our faith in the mighty name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. I pray in that you include your hand, include Langibi and Mama Sammy Forsen. Everywhere you say, Lord, protect them, bring them back for weekend city show. We know you will be done. In the mighty name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Amen and amen.
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 That was a good prayer from you. I just prayed for all of us. If you want to be part of this show this morning, you can always send us your text to 0244 340 437. But you heard the prayer of Ruben, committing all of us into the Lord's hands. And that is good for us to begin. I mean, Langaba, what's happening? Tell me what's happening.
This morning prayer is fantastic prayer, actually.
Fantastic.
I'm not in there.
No, but sometimes we need prayer to our leaders.
You want to pray for your leaders?
Always. I wake up. Somebody will tell me why you need prayer for our leaders, man. Nobody will say that if you wake up, the leaders come and put your money for your pocket. But if their mind is correct, if you are living for the country, you yourself, every place you are being, you know that the system joined to you. I
What
get
has
it.
their mind got to do with how things should go?
Last week my mother called me and say, hey, now the mind, it ended.
Reminding you,
yes, remind my mind.
You have to send
But
some money.
first, by 28, you go.
You've sent the money.
Ice immediately.
Well, this means that you're supposed to play. You are going to play prayer, make prayers for us. Then you are calling people their name. You're supposed to send money. No, this is all day for the prayers.
No, they for the prayers.
This prayer will
the system
today
change.
you lose.
Okay.
Today you lose the prayer will pray. Today you lose.
don't lose.
You lose.
Okay, so let's really get into our conversation
Yeah.
for this morning. And let's start with this sex for grades. But if you're listening to us, just as I said, it is 0244340437. That is the WhatsApp line that you can send us your comments and your birthday wishes and all that. Somebody has actually asked that you sing for an ardent listener of this show. So we'll get to the point where I'll allow you to sing the happy birthday for all those celebrating their birthday today and tomorrow.
You said we sing.
Don't worry, I'll let you know.
You know that you are a singer. So the Nova is here and they give you assurance to singer. If you time Richard, Mama, let's deliver to the Nova.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so let's look at this sex for grades. I'm sure that you recall what the whole video, you've had opportunity to watch it and all that. Something just, sort of hits me, and I was like, after this whole video was shown, okay, so there's investigation ongoing and all that. Should the lady who Professor Jampo bought the shoes for, the heels, should the lady decide to return the heels after this thing came out? Ruben,
Yeah.
what do you think about it?
This week, I've not been town, I've not been town, but I follow small. I hear the thing for news is that the one of a lady want to, what's our schools? Which school? Where the lady went there want to, the thing happen. You're supposed to let me know the school. So I hear, but I forget it small.
No, we're talking about the University of Ghana.
Okay, yeah.
You remember?
Yeah, I remember.
The whole issue that came concerning these lecturers who are said to be, some say, harassing the ladies.
Oh, Mr.
But
Nova.
BBC did their work. They termed it.
Mama, that their work, me myself, now I would say it's a tautology work.
Hey.
Why a country is supposed to accept that thing? No, we know about kids. Well, somebody who go to JSS school can approve the person accept to. Why somebody who go to university and somebody who have capacity to bond and the man approach you and the person accept and look how do go and show to my man. Let's the whole country supposed eyes to be open. Let the truth be work. That lady is not a kid. It's not a lady. Somebody who approaches you and you video the thing to go and give it to BB News. So you should go and view to the person makes sense. This thing, Mr. Nova, let me tell you something.
Tell me.
As me and as an individual, somebody who go to school as now we say let's teach our children to how to know our private part. That one we say we are against it. And somebody who have know his private part already, somebody who have capacity finish JSS, finish SS to want to go to university, and somebody approach you and you do this video to go and make the whole world know that Ghanaian university is poor. My man, the lady didn't do he didn't know how to. So I want to tell the BBC people is that we as a Ghanaian, we're not accepting and not accepting. Me myself, I want to our whole platform to stop to make nonsense about this thing. Say it's foolish things.
But Ruben,
ask me.
Ruben,
yeah, ask me.
Calm down.
Calm down. Says it's somebody who is going to JSS cry. You said the person.
Should you a lecturer?
Yeah.
Should you a lecturer?
Yeah.
Or even you?
Yeah.
Decide that if somebody comes to look for a job.
Yeah.
In your shop.
Yeah.
And it's a woman.
Yeah.
Would you want to go and tell the lady that I am interested in?
Let me tell you something. Any praise God, worship, they praise the God day, God spirit day.
Are you referring to the church?
Yes, somebody could go church and meet his husband for there. It's not a sin.
But the person in question is said to be married already.
It's
It's not a matter of you're not looking
if
for
the person
a
said to
husband
be
or
married and the person approves you that you love, why you not tell the person no, I'm not accepting you?
Oh well, let me come to Langa.
Mr. Norman.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let me tell you something.
Tell me about it.
That video,
Yeah.
when they are showing in this say BBC,
Yeah.
they are out of coverage area.
Hey.
We are tired of BBC documentary, that kind of Bomoclot, Rasclost, how do you call it?
Calm down.
And the lady
Video.
too, and the lady
Hold
too
on.
is not
Let me
Video.
Let me
tell you something.
One person at a time.
Let me tell you something.
And please calm down.
Yo.
And let's also be.
We are
Careful with
we
the
are
kind of
degrading
words.
our country too much.
Yeah.
We are exposed ourselves too much in this country. What kind of life be this? No. What kind of life be this? And the people who are doing this thing, they don't know that they are degrading the country. No, it's not fair. If somebody over the video they are talking about, you understand me? That people are not the cakes.
Yeah.
They're not the
You
cakes.
say my word for
When you if you are
Northern.
sorry, I beg your pardon.
come
Northern.
here.
During we are going to school, during time we are going 1977, 70s, 60s, and 70s, 80s. No, we will make friends in the classrooms.
Yeah.
We are going to school.
Tell them.
Where and even though our teacher, one of our teachers, he also one of our girl. Where is teaching them? We are in the classroom. You understand me?
You think that is
it
right?
doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that normally. No, it's normal. It's normal.
How's that normal?
Yes, because let me
Is
tell
that
you,
not harassment?
it's not harassment. If somebody,
Langa
if you teach me, if I come to your school and you teach me you are teaching me a lesson and everything, then later you call me back and say, lady, I got interest about you, but let us bag on the bago. The lady, she's not a kid.
Yeah.
If the lady no like, he will tell you that,
Yeah.
my man, I don't like it.
Okay, so now Langaba, you've come to the point where let me try and bring something in.
Okay.
The lady tells you, "Well, sorry, I don't like this."
Thank you.
And then, unfortunately, because of that, you decide you fail the lady
In the exam.
in the exams. Is
Then-
that
then-
right?
Then I'll report you. Then me, the lady, I'll report you to the counselor or the headmaster
For the school.
for the school.
Yeah.
That this is what the man told me. The man told me that he loved me. I said no. But because of that, my exam come, he failed me. Well, but I'm not failing. Then they call the exam teacher. They ask me that why did you do this thing to this girl? Then everything. But if you are moving in the country, and so you go some places, private things that we are doing, then you show in the whole how do you call it, the whole weather. Is it fine? This thing where they did where some of our institutions collapse because of this kind of fundamental disease video.
Ruben, let me come to you. You see, the BBC did indicate that they had done a lot of interviews in terms of girls or ladies being harassed with, if you don't allow me to have something to do with you, sorry, you might not be able to pass. And a lot of the interviews that they did on the University of Ghana campus, the names of some lecturers or these two lecturers seem to have come up, especially when they went to the P Science department and then they went to the other faculty. And so then they decided to try and see if indeed this is true. And just as Langabell is saying, listen, the lady should report.
Yeah.
But then it becomes your word against the lecturer. You go to report, and then it's what shows that indeed I had, made some advances or proposals.
Oh no,
Mr. Novan, I'm coming.
No, Mr. Novan.
Mama, you come to my time.
Yes.
Let me go to Novan like that.
Yeah, make your point.
Let me make my point for you. Mr. Novan, let me tell you something.
Tell me, my brother.
Everybody have a spirit. And anytime you tell your spirit that this thing I'm going to do, that thing happen for you. Are you getting me? You a lady. The thing there your mind is that this father, if I make myself with sentimental and I break my brace and I put my mouth with sexy sin and I put this man and I let Mama know that. I let Mr. Nova know that. Mr. Nova, look at my face so that I can talk to you. If you didn't look my face, my talking, I'm thinking I'm talking to the somewhere.
Oh, you talk.
I'm right here with you in the studio. I'm looking at you.
But now you are looking at me, Mr. Nova. Everybody have their spirit. Are you getting me? Everybody has a spirit, and so far as you tell your spirit is that you are going to do that thing work for you. And so the lady say, he did a report. They didn't can never tell me that a report for the council, and there's no solve. And didn't solve. And I want the thing to the BBC. Say the BBC is not the country. If the thing happen for this country and show for this and the thing happen and nobody let the lady know that the man make wrong, and the thing bring for our nation country, like special like multimedia country who views it, I would say that the thing happen for this country, and the lady did it. So the lady let everybody know that this thing happened, and you took that into outside country and make that the whole world know that Ghana, our Ghana country, Ghana school people or Ghana education service lecture is doing that. Asami, it's not working. To our doctor.
Okay, so your worry is
Yeah.
the fact that showing these things to the world is bad for the image of Ghana and our university.
Yes, it's not working for our doctor. Said that you lady, school day or your place, you don't go there. You come to Ghana. So if the thing happen,
But who is that lady?
it's supposed to the
I'm
thing
coming.
supposed to suffer.
Who is that lady?
How can
Who is
you
that
hear?
lady?
Okay,
Mr. Nova, are you getting me?
Yeah.
I'm coming.
Yeah.
Ovan,
Lang-
who is that lady?
Langabel, you are asking of who the lady is.
Yeah.
Now, it's an investigative work that was done. And so what they did was to pick someone who then represents herself as a student and then moves to this lecturer who, at the end of the day,
No,
Wait, it's rich man.
Okay.
decides that,
Nova.
I want to, I mean, to the extent of you tell the lady that I want to kiss you violently.
Let me tell you something. The lady who come and do the thing is a radical.
Yeah.
It's a bombo cloth, rascals. Look, we are open our we are open our cloth. We are open our cloth to the whole world.
Yes.
See what is happening. The Ghana football spoil
Yeah.
because I'm not expose.
Yeah.
Now, when we are working safer, you are talking to somebody safer. You have to.
I need you to calm
No,
down.
it tell you.
No,
If-
no.
Wait. It's my
This
turn.
is a great thing that man is
You
talking.
talk finish. Don't
Yeah.
come inside.
Okay, talk.
You are talking when I come. You say no.
Yeah,
You to
go,
last.
you go. Yeah.
Mr. Norman,
Yes, go ahead.
bro. Right now in this country, you yourself, you have to be very careful for yourself.
9.7 FM.
You, as you sit, you and I, everybody in this country is supposed to be very careful for himself. What is going on now in this country? Because when I come to you and I'm discussing something with you privately, somebody will record me to send the thing to Amansan, hey, the whole word. What kind of life is this? What kind of have you seen this thing in the other countries?
Yeah.
No, I'm asking you, Mr. Norman. Have you seen this in every countries? Have you seen this in the French countries?
Yes.
Have you seen this thing in the other countries?
Are you trying to insinuate that in those countries, they harass these girls, but they don't?
They know.
No, they know alas. They know even though when they are, Mr. Norman,
Yes.
this school matter you are talking is not today. From immemorial.
Very good. It's not time for us to uproot that kind
What kind of fruit? Are they
and make sure that
Oh, no.
lecturers and teachers stay within their boundaries of teaching.
Brother, teacher
and,
can teach
and
you.
take your students as your sons and
Oh,
daughters.
Norman, teachers can teach you everything, but at long last, fire is where to.
I don't get it.
You're supposed to get it.
Fire
We are
is
the-
where to.
Yeah, we understand. We are the air. We cannot say anything just like that.
No, but if you say fire is wet,
You're supposed to know.
What does that mean? What's the meaning of
Oh,
that?
Norman, you want me to put that in direct? No, I cannot put it direct.
Okay, very well. Let me.
Let me land it.
Yes, quickly.
Because this woman want to disgrace our country. He live why you do that thing? You don't send the thing to GBC, Adon TV, TV3,
Yeah.
all the TV stations in this country.
For our country.
For our own country.
Yeah.
That you send the thing to BBC. BBC is Ghana.
Yes.
But that's the BBC
Who-
project.
which
They decided to do
project?
that.
Are they doing this thing for them our country?
It wasn't only in Ghana; it was
No,
in
no.
Nigeria as well.
Forget it. Britain, America. Things are doing this thing more than that in their schools. Are they doing this thing to degrade themselves?
Good question asked there. Let me come to you.
What kind of life did this in this country?
Let's try
Mr.
and
Love,
And then we are pumping this kind of, we are pumping these people to do this kind of things and disgrace our country.
Mr. Lover.
Look, Ghana is a fantastic country. They shouldn't come and disgrace our country for us. Somebody will come from another country because we are open. We are out of coverage area in our country. Any just person can come inside to come and video people, then they go. They can come and video our president self. When our president is, as good to say, sleeping with his wife self, they will video him to show. What kind of life be this? What kind of life be this in this country?
Mr. Nova.
And the people when they do the thing, the big Ghanaians, some of the Ghanaians are swallow the thing to God, man, Charlie.
Mr. Nova, now you are saying something that a teacher can never teach a child to be married. Mr. Nova, that thing can never to work. You know, the time I was young, my auntie go and tap with some different mothers' children to come and teach him. And the time my auntie is teaching the girl, you see that this girl is a fantastic girl. And then my auntie let his husband, let his own son to marry the girl. You know that the girl is a fantastic. How the girl is doing his work. So this the whole world. A teacher can teach your touch. If you know that your touch is a fantastic, can marry your touch. That's not the sin. I don't want to talk again.
It really, really is hot in here in the studio.
Crossing challenge.
Ruben promised you that today's show it was going to be fireworks. He said even though it's a cool Saturday morning, it's going to be hot. And I am already feeling hot. Right
And it be hot too because
yes,
the subject where they brought it was a hot subject.
Yes,
Hot
we
subject.
not allow to somebody.
We don't allow somebody to come to our country to come and disgrace us, to come and spoil.
I feed her, mind her, raise her from small.
And if you just tune in, it is the Weekend City Show. I'm here with Langabel and Ruben. My name is Northern Akoheford, but let me just remind you that October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, not only in Ghana but across the globe. And as part of our support for the awareness creation of the disease, which is one of the leading causes of death in women,
Show me some
your show,
This is
our show, that is the Cosmopolitan Mix on Joy 99.7 FM, in partnership with the Trust Hospital, is leading or is dedicating the whole month of October to educate listeners
is my pussy.
and also address their questions on breast cancer.
I feed her, mind her, raise her.
They have created a segment which is called the Pink October segment on the Cosmopolitan Mix with Mamavi Owusu Abuaje. This happens from Mondays and all through Fridays. And also on Friday, which was yesterday, it was a wonderful day because they tried and they had a wonderful time trying to screen women right here on the Joy FM premises.
And brought something to show. Didn't pack up 10.
Let me just remind you that you have to make sure that you tune in to your favorite mid-morning show between 10 a.m. and 12 noon every weekday. And make sure you get all the tips that you need on breast cancer, how to do the self-examination, early detection, and also get to know the symptoms when it comes to this particular disease. Prevention is better than to cure, so let's do the prevention. Follow our Pink October and be an ambassador of our campaign using the hashtag Cosmopolitan Mix on social media. Remember that it is the Pink October on the Cosmopolitan Mix on your super station, which is Joy 99.7.
Such a little sugar plum, she always slept with me. Well, what will be my position when there is rain and storm? I don't know what I gonna do, no pushing do.
I'll be taking your messages soon, but let me just remind you that you can be part of this conversation. It's 0244340437.
I feed her, mind her, raise her from small. Man, take off your hand from she, don't touch me pushing at all.
But before the messages, let's quickly go for a commercial break. When we come back, we'll take your messages and then, we'll dive into or delve into the next conversation.
Hello, welcome to the news in brief from the Registrar General's Department. In the headlines, the Registrar General's Department is serving notice that if you are operating a business, company, church, association, a fan club, then it must be registered. The Registrar General's Department has not commissioned registration agents to help with registration of companies or assist with the renewal of business certificates. Disregard any telephone calls requesting for mobile money payments for and on behalf of a Registrar General's Department. Please ensure that you make all payments personally at the Fidelity Bank on site or through our online payment platform. For more information, log on to www.rgdeservices.com. We are located in Accra near the Tema Station.
Multi TV and syndicated capture at the Gargantuan Xmas hamper at the Bibiara. 150 Ghana CD per Ubenya quality advanced S2 decoder, satellite dish, antenna, any LMB. Bring ye enter hamper biakako to hamper back Kabusiana Koma, Nadia ni Jabramo. And it just some say Yamo over 100 world class TV and radio channels, Albania Sports, News, telenovelas, and then quadra programs are who do P. Quality advanced S2 decoder, and over voltage protector, auto scan, 1 year warranty, any USB slot, auto pen drive, best our action movies, so. Frana Jodiesia, our 0302 242532 and now 0501 529937. Mrs. Subium 0302 242532 and now 0501 529937. Where are your multi TV Gargantuan X Max hamper? Mabushana ni abra 150 Ghana cedi per quality ye dia boss so free.
It's been a year of God's continuous goodness, peace, and abundant blessings. Come, let's say thank you together at this year's MTN Stands in Worship as we are led into God's presence by Selena Boateng, Kwesi Oteng, Sisi Chum, Joe Matto, Eldo Mriku, Akese Brimpong, Koda, Diana Hamilton, and from Nigeria, Prosper Ochimana, the Akuame Hitmaker, happening on Saturday, 2nd of November at the Fantasy Dome, Trade Fair, La, 4 p.m. sharp. Dial *713*6# to purchase your tickets at 20 Ghana cedis and 50 Ghana cedis. All proceeds will be donated to charity. So, join us, say thank you to God for His goodness. And to set your favorite artist song as your caller tune, just dial *1355# to download at only 26 pesos for 60 days.
My pussycat.
Weekend City Show, and you can be part of our conversation. 0244340437. It's Northern Hayford sitting in for Sammy Forsen, and I'm here with my friends. They prefer to call me Oven, but I have always told them that the Oven has always moved all the way from Elmina to Accra, Kokomlimle. You should listen to Langabell. He's so happy about how my Oven is able to move.
I'm telling you,
Langabell,
it's not easy.
It's not easy. We've come far.
Of course,
we've come far.
Because from Elmina to Accra, Charlie, yes. It's not the it's not the small
all
journey.
The potholes you need to pass through and all
and the other two, when there's a potholes, you have spirits, and you have some fundamental spirits in the thighs to run, to move away. When they read the note,
that's the Norvan.
Oh my God,
that's my man, Norvan.
Yes. It's just 11 after 8 here on Joy 99.7. We're going to be taking your messages, and then after that, we will go into our next conversation. This one says, today I am waiting for the education on breast cancer. Remind Ruben and Langabell that today I am waiting for the public education on breast cancer they promised. And this is coming from Hannah Lisa. Hey, you promised Hannah Lisa.
Hey, Annalisa, City Darling.
Good morning to you, Dog. I hope you are doing well this morning. This one says, good morning. The guys in the studio are making sense. Oh, we've now disgraced our tertiary education more than the BBC did.
Yeah.
We must forget exporting our nurses, etc., because now the degrees obtained in our institutions are not worth the papers typed on. This is coming from Nana Spenters Road. This one is from Ajay Badin. He says, good morning, Weekend City Show. Sex without, or says, okay, sex without sex is that 126. BBC video is not complete. Now, Bless from Ashie. Good morning, Mr. Host. Please, how come Ruben is charged so much this morning? I can feel the Holy Spirit over the studio, but please tell him to take his time in his submissions. That is the one coming from Bless of Ashie.
Yeah.
Now let's come back to the studio. We're going to move to the next conversation, which has to do with this CST. When we say CST, we're referring to the Communication Service Tax. Yeah, you recall that during the mid-year budget review, the government or the finance minister, when he went to Parliament, decided that, okay, they increased the tax, which was at 6% to 9%. So which means that they added 3% more. Now, the telecommunications companies decided that, look, guys, we cannot absorb this. So we are going to charge consumers or customers, which is you and I. All of us have mobile phones now.
Yeah.
Even some of us are buying mobile phones for our kids.
Yeah.
Okay, so you realize that before, let me just remind all of us that the 6% was actually being absorbed by the telcos. So we were really not the ones paying for these things.
Okay.
We were only paying for VAT, NHIS,
Yeah.
Get Fund, those ones that were there. Now, since they said they could not, quite recently when they started, charging, when you bought credit and you load it on your phone, either for data or for voice call, what happened was they will send you a text message and say they had deducted the 9% tax upfront. Now, government decided that, look, guys, 9% is not too much. You should be able to absorb this because you guys, there are a lot of things that are happening. You know what was happening? They said they can't absorb it. They're going to make sure that you and I pay for it. And so government said, okay, if you're going to pay for it, then when it comes to data and then the voice calls, it must not expire. When we say it must not expire, what it means is that you could not take somebody's data if they don't use it and the month ends. What you needed to do is to roll over. That is what the government said. I really don't know what you think about government's directives to these guys saying that if you're going to be charged, and then also they said to them that you cannot charge the tax up front. What you should do is when the people buy credit, give them the amount of credit they have. Unless they use the credit, you don't charge the tax on it. Langabell.
Yeah, agree with the government. Agree with the government because government, we are the people who voted him there. Well, when something is not good, when he's disturbing the people in this nation, it must be talk. You understand? Normally, no, the Vodafone, MTN, Tico, blah 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 blah. No, them all they are in our country, whereby some of them from another country, they come and make the business here. No, definitely when you are doing business here and you are charging the citizen too much, definitely the government supposed to come inside and tell them that, Charlie, my brother, if you say you do this, me too, I say do this. If you don't like to do this, pack your pan. No, for me, what government said, no, I love idea because my Ruby is my man. He knows everything about the mobile because he said mobile. He do everything. He go things. Well,
okay, hold on for me right there.
Right.
Let me go on the phone line and let me do this surprise. Good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah. How are you doing?
I'm blessed.
You are blessed. You're smiling already. Why are you smiling at me? You don't even know who you're speaking to. I thought you were going to ask, who are you speaking to?
Oh, see, I know your voice too well, and I heard Langabel in the background.
Oh, my goodness. You know my voice too well. Okay. Oh. What's happening on a Saturday morning that is supposed to be your birthday?
I'm just here with family, that's all. Nothing much.
Langabel, you want to say something to MFR Pao?
Oh, she's our sister,
Yes.
a loving girl.
Yes.
As she said that we were supposed to sing birthday to her. We have to do it.
Okay, so MFR Pao, what we're going
Yeah.
to do is you're going to hold on and listen to Langabel and Ruben sing happy birthday to you and all other people who are celebrating their birthday
And-
this morning.
I know what I'm a far apple. I like how it came to 12 o'clock news and how
midday news,
Yeah,
yes.
the midday, how they speak is fast English.
So
I love it.
can you try imitate her a bit? Let's do one and see.
Oh man, you know.
you want Ruby to tune up in mind, eh?
It won't be a problem. It won't be a problem.
No, we're not bringing problem. You, Ruben, you're still going to do this
know-
for me. But let's sing this happy
Yes.
birthday for her and
Yes.
all those who are celebrating their birthday today. So 1, 2.
Happy birthday to you. MFA Apao. Happy birthday to you. MFA Apao. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Hooray!
It's not who.
Is it?
Hip.
Okay.
Hip hip and hoo. All is waste.
How?
You know, he says,
Okay, hip, hooray!
you know, he says,
Did I hear you say hire?
it's a hooray.
Madam Amefa Apao, fantastic 12 o'clock news. You are great.
You are great.
Your Spanish and your English,
Yes.
so sentimental, styling.
It will give you some, you know, how if you do.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
this is a 12 o'clock news.
Yeah.
We are coming to tell you this is from the first game, you know. We love it. Thank you.
You know something. We are calling Professor Dubai. You know, after Dubai, hold on. You know, oh, you are a fantastic lady.
Okay, so MF, I'm sure you heard it for yourself. These gentlemen have been listening to you. We wish you all the best.
I'm so honored. This is my favorite program. in the
Good.
whole world.
Oh wow.
God bless you.
Wow.
God bless you. God bless you.
And we say that have a very wonderful day, and we hope that the years ahead will even be better.
But Madam Amefa, are you engaged?
No, I'm single, Langabel.
You are single. Oh, single little star. I'll come to the Babylon. Right.
Hey, Langabel, are you interested in her?
Oh, but you see these things where we are doing where somebody will come from far away to come and video way is sent to BBC. This is a natural hair where you have to let everybody know that this is a feeling. But it's not a video. When you video to BBC, where about BBC they are out of coverage.
Langabel, let me ask you this. Langabel, are you going to buy her high heels?
Oh
yes.
Why not?
Oh, I see.
Oh, there. But
You take her to the mall?
you have to know the lady. When you get a lady, you're supposed to let the lady know that Fundamental Conticaro Agona all is moving through the
How many
picture.
inches high heel are you going to buy for her?
7.2 inches.
and Ruben, are you thinking of also doing
now-
something?
Ruby is not part of it.
Oh no.
But how can one woman will marry two men?
You look like somebody who wants to kiss this lady violently.
At long last, I'll come to chambers to get involved myself to the Babylon.
You know, their high hair.
Madam, God bless you.
All right, thank you very much, MFI Power. We are grateful to you. We are saying that have a blessed day. And just let us know where the party will be taking place.
And please pray for me. There's no party though. Just pray for me.
We are praying for
we are
God.
praying for you.
God heal you already.
Yes.
You are in the life of Evans
Yes.
already.
Yeah.
Hey,
No size.
well, you want Iban's wife to come and beat her or something?
Hey, my man, don't try to be a loose.
All right, thank you very much, MFI. We'll talk to you later. Okay, so that was MFI Pao. She is with Joy News,
yeah.
and she is the lady that you hear her voice midday and also on Newsnight with
That's
Evans Mensah. Now, let's come back to the studio.
Yeah.
Gentlemen. And you Langabel, you were talking about the CST. What you think about it?
Finish.
I finish.
Finish.
Okay, let me come to you. Let me come to you, Ruben.
Yeah.
Data.
Yeah.
They say let's make sure we roll over the data. What's your thought about it?
You know what? Now, since last week, now I'm complaining it. Now I want my leader to come and say is that how the now you are buying credit. You get your credit, indirect, just collect your coins for inside. But now I think how the government came out to let the people who are working for our nations that, mama, make sure you didn't collect that tax for your peoples. If you did, somebody want to data, that one they're supposed to. I open my data. My data supposed to be good. If I off my data, that's my remaining data supposed to be as. I mean, I think it's a good policy. The government come out to make the whole people is gonna know that that's the thing. So now, as I'm talking to everybody is using phone, and that setup will be is huge money, which is helping people who are working for you, especially MTN, Tigo, all of them. Sometimes you buy credit, you can't even make a call, say you don't have credit, and now they come outside let know that. Man, if somebody buy credit, don't comment anything unless the person is doing call or they are opening the data. Mr. Nova, I think it's a good policy. So I think less that thing to be a work. Say if you just be math talk now, you are still buying it and you are still complaining that you will come here, you come and let our leader know that still the things they are still collecting acts. So as I'm talking to them, Mr. Novan, yesterday I buy credit, I think it's okay. How it be, it went that thing.
Okay,
yeah.
So you got all your credit.
Yes, I got.
They didn't do any directives.
Yeah, they didn't do
because
any.
These directives came yesterday.
Yes, these directives.
Me too the same. Me too the same.
Yes.
You too the same.
Yeah, because I bought last time. I bought how do you call it? Last month.
Yeah.
I bought credit. I bought the credit. When I load.
Yeah.
Then they told me that they remove about 1 cedi or 2 cedi.
They are taking their 9%.
Yes. And then I asked myself, how can these people do that?
Yeah.
But Nanado is doing well. That he let the people know that this is my people.
Yeah.
In this country, you cannot come from far away to come and bully us.
Yes.
You cannot come from another country to come and bully. Norvan, tell me when you travel go to another country, you see that we Ghanaians, it's good to say, we are fooling ourselves. We are fooling ourselves. When you go to somebody's country, what we are doing here, they don't do that for them country. Exposes, hula baloos, so many things going on in this country. It's not going that way in other countries. But always we are opening our clothes to people. Now when the government comes inside to say that, tell him, man, stay where you are. Let my people feel the MTN and all the network in this country. Fantastic to Nanado Dankwa. This is what we want in this country. Thank you for the words so sweet.
It's the Weekend City Show here, and let me just remind you that Roverman Productions, in partnership with Joy FM and the National Theatre, is showing the brand new original Ebo White play titled Not My Husband.
She always slept with me. Well, what will be my...
It is said that one person's trash is another person's treasure. One person's poison is another person's meat. So when you question and reject your man's love, can you complain when another lady finds him as the answer to that prayer she's been praying all the time? For Alice, Obed's love was never enough. For Jackie, that love is all she needs or what she's been praying for. How can Alice reclaim the love she's rejected, especially now that her very life depends on it? Not My Husband shows at the National Theatre, that is on the 12th and 13th October at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. each day. Tickets outlets are Joy FM, Shell Shops at Airport, Dansuman, Sakaman, East Legon, Achimota, and Tema Committee 11. Bachuna and Hacho Total also have tickets. The Motorway Supermarket, go there, you can get a ticket for yourself. And Girl Shops at 37, Sakaman, and Mile 11. We're also reminding you that you can go to Frankie's at Osu and Quick and Find Supermarket opposite UPSA at Medina. You can also make further inquiries by calling 050-554-6010. All you need to do is to make sure that you WhatsApp to 050-554-6030 or send an email to tickets@rovermanproductions.com. Not My Husband is sponsored by Bond Savings and Loans, Old Mutual, and Passion Air. Media partners are Joy FM, Adom FM, Hits FM, Joy News, Joy Prime, Adom TV, myjoyonline.com, Adom Online. Also, you have the primenewsgh.com, Pulse GH, Ghana Web, Go Street Business, Daily Guide, BNFT, Logistics Movers, DDP Outdoor, and WebSoft Solutions. Make sure that you get your ticket because you need to watch this. Buy your tickets for Not My Husband now. Roberman Production, be the difference. And so make sure that you are part of this. Now let me come back to the studio. And I want to quickly take some messages, and then after that, I will take the thoughts of, we'll move to the football conversation.
All right.
And I would allow you to be part of today's conversation as well, not only via the WhatsApp line, but I would open the phone line and let you be part of the conversation.
Fantastic.
Today. Now, this message says, good morning, kindly wish my sweet sister, Shafa, a happy birthday from Mavis in Adenta Foster Home. And this one says, when we heard that the current French president, Macron's teacher, a lady, started financing him, when Macron was in class 3, today Macron got married to the same lady. Is that also not sexual harassment from Bright? Okay, so we're talking of the French president who was financed through his education by the teacher, and then they got married. Well, that's your question. This one says, I'm laughing already before the show starts. Good morning, and it's coming from, that is Pukis in Tema. The next message says, good morning to you crew. Ruby and Langabel, please come down for me, okay? Because we all know that what the BBC did was disgusting. I'm Janet from Tema Community 8. I'm John Texan, based in somewhere in Cameroon. It says that anytime I hear your signature tune, it's my, he's talking about the song, It's My Pussy. And then he says, CSC, Abre. And then he says, hello guys, I can understand the sentiments in your studio panel, but the question is, now who caused them? This nasty misbehavior is everywhere, including workplaces, recruitment firms, etc.
That's it.
It must be stopped now, else our ladies will become lazy and nobody will have confidence in their certificates.
That's it.
Thanks. This is Brigadier General Patrick.
God bless you, Brigadier General.
Somewhere inside the air states in Dome. Today is the birthday and marriage anniversary of Nanaya Abuedo of CDC. Wishing him favor for years ahead. Happy anniversary to his beautiful wife and to I think the wife's name is Kezia. That is it. It says, good morning. Please kindly wish my big brother Rocky of Rocky's Pub and my friend Happy of Wager Bowie happy birthday for me. I love and care for all of them. And it says, you guys are cracking my ribs this morning. The way your panelists are on fire is serious. Ruben, I salute you. As for the CST, dear, we beg the government because they are trying to, take everything away from us. So those are your messages. Now let's look at this football issue. It's just some 30 minutes to 9 o'clock, and then we'll be handing over to Newsfile. But football is a big thing in Ghana. And I know that nominations have been done as far as the GFA elections, the normalization committee, are really doing their work. And I'm asking you, Langabel.
Yeah.
Palmer, who was disqualified, right?
Yeah.
Has not been happy. I've heard his people talk about the fact that, look, we're going to make sure that even if we have to go to FIFA, we will go.
They went already.
They went?
Yes.
And what happened?
Now they will, the result will come from the FIFA. There's so many videos happening.
When you say so many videos, I mean,
There's a video. If I say so many videos, I'm sorry. There's a video now where it leak out
that.
Tell
us what is in the video.
There's a video shows that somebody said that whatever the case may be, I will make sure that I'll remove Palmer from this election.
Wow.
Yes.
And who is that? Who's that person? Do you know?
I know the person, but the person name is not called.
You are not going to mention the person.
I'm not mentioning the
Well,
name.
you're trying to, protect that.
Yeah.
And is the person a member of the normalization committee?
Yes.
Oh, I see.
Lord, this shows that, but which means you have agenda for the man, which is envy. You envy the man. You don't like the man matter. No, because of that, you meet. You see, this is the video. This is what I'm saying right now. Norvan, I said that you and I now, when we are talking, we're supposed to take our time. We're supposed to know the place where when we are sitting to talk. Right now, the video when they come right now, the person is talking to the person. He don't know that the person is recording him. He don't know. Just he thought they are conversing, they are chatting, they are saying this thing. But what the man said, they record all what the man said, and he brought it to the man. That this is the reason why the man said he don't allow you to participate in the competition.
But is it not because we were told that he happened to done some transfer, and the GFA had agreed that because they didn't have enough money, if transfer was done, some percentage, I don't know whether it's 5 or 10%, was supposed to be paid to the GFA, and Palmer refused to pay.
Bro, that matter. Let me tell you something.
Yeah, tell me about it.
The truth is one.
Yes.
The time that boy knew the money they are talking about, that time before the Tema Youths transfer the team to that team, after the team too low the player to another team,
okay,
and later the player come back to the own club, but then Tema Youths supposed to give him IT.
Okay,
you understand? But the time they wrote the team come, it was that our FA, it was crime scene. How do you call it? Bulldozer. Therefore, GFA. They lock every door.
Oh, that was when they announced
expose. Nobody's work in that office, and FIFA is need the boy IT, and later on, nobody is working. The place is a crime scene.
So how was the transfer?
What transfer? The FIFA himself give the boy transfer.
Okay. So
yes.
Are you saying that he paid that money to FIFA?
No. The money doesn't pay the money, because the place where he will pay the money, that place was locked.
But he opened and the normalization committee took over. Couldn't he have gone to pay?
Pardon?
I'm saying that later on the normalization committee was put in place to take charge of everything as far as football is concerned in this country. So couldn't Palmer have said to them that, okay guys, you know what,
don't say Palmer, say Tema Youth.
Okay,
yes.
but Palmer
no,
is the owner of the team.
Let me tell you, it's not say Tema Youth.
But who is the team owner?
Forget about the team owner.
No, who is
you can hold the team, but somebody you can hold the team, but somebody is operating the team, the office for you.
Okay.
Or the office, they don't call the office excuse to say Nantechi office. It's Ghana Football Association.
Very good.
And Tema Youth too. It's not the Palmer Tema Youth.
Yes.
If Tema Youth Football Club.
Okay, very well. You've made a good point, and I think that we are all educating whilst we are making fun of things. We're educating.
But when we are dealing with when we are dealing with the team, deal with the team.
Okay, deal with the team,
but don't deal with the.
My question is, I want to help me. Just calm down.
Yeah.
And then help me. You don't need to be angry. Just calm down. Now, my point is, Tema Youth is the team, but who is the person leading the team? Who is the chairman or the CEO of the team? Because Palmer could not have, put himself up for this conversation of for the leadership of the GFA if he wasn't the one leading the team.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because if he was just the owner, he was sitting somewhere and somebody was leading the team, that person could have gone to decide to put himself up. So now that he is the one leading,
can I ask you something?
Yes, go ahead.
My brother Fred Papo.
Yes.
Is the one who hold Olympics. Is the owner of Accra Great Olympics? I ask you.
What is he then?
I ask you.
I don't know. What is he?
Yes. It's a one of the directors.
He's
It's
one
a
of the
directors. Yes. It's a one of the directors. No, do you think when Papse did something now? When Papse did something now, hey, when the Olympics do something, something happen in the Olympics, they will say that it's the Papse who did it. What are you talking about? Run over.
I thought I saw my pussycat crossing Charlotte Street.
We will come back to this conversation. I want to take Ruben's thoughts on this, but Langabell is charged this morning, and you must understand because he is kind of also with the football fraternity, and so he seems to know a lot of things that is going on there.
My pussy, she said, is my pussy, is my pussy. I feed her, mind her, raise her from small. Man, take off your hand from she, don't touch me pussy at all.
So, Ruben, let me come to you quickly.
Yeah.
What's your thought about what's going on with this GFA? Because some have said that, look, if care is not taken, maybe the elections itself may not come on.
Mr. Novan, let me use your big platform to tell the whole minimization committee boss, the whole people who they are managing the navigation committee, they are managing that six candidates who want to push the palmer outside. No, they accept the integrity of catching them. Then they accept. Mr. Novan, if you twist worker, that people they are making the election. Then they accept because the integrity of catching them. So the league would that people they manage for this country. Most of our president didn't pay for this country. So what's the integrity? What's the integrity? Want to fight against this man to make the palmer to step aside? Why are we gonna do our own people like that? Why?
She dipped into her leather bag and brought something to show.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I just told you about Not My Husband, which is a Roverman production, and this is also showing at the National Theatre this weekend. And I have on the line the man who has been behind, or the brain behind Roverman Productions, and it's no other person than Anklebo White. Good morning to you, Anklebo.
Good morning, my brother. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you as well?
Well, I'm doing very good and excited because we're looking forward to a fantastic weekend of Not My Husband.
Great. I know that I think somewhere you've had this. We've been speaking about this for some time, and you had it, premiered, and so
yes,
I want to find out how has it been so far.
Oh, it's been overwhelming. When we're working on these stories, when we're working on this plays, we never can tell fully how the public would take it, or would accept it. Working on a play is always chatter. The audience may fall in love with it, or they may take exception to some parts of it. But this time, people loved it from the beginning, right from the beginning to the end. And when we asked people what comments they had, they struggled to even say what they didn't like or which part of it they didn't like. So it's fantastic.
Very interesting. But Anklebo, something just came to mind. Your last play was titled I Want Your Wife.
I Want Your Wife, yes.
Yeah, and then after we have moved away from I Want Your Wife, our next play is Not My Husband. Is there any link?
No, actually, it's part of our, what do you call it? Our being responsive to our patrons. What happened is that when I Want Your Wife started running, a lot of people came to me and said, write something for husbands as well. And so when this play came, we decided, okay, let's call it Not My Husband, so that the husbands will not feel left out. And in the past, people have often said that, Uncle White's plays favor the women. Well, this play really favors the men, and anyone who has come to watch it would walk away. If you're a man, you will walk away with your shoulders high because it shows the best in a man. And I like every man to come with his woman, either contraband or otherwise. You come with your woman.
Interesting. Whichever way, make sure you are there.
Make sure you are there, and you would walk away feeling very good because we celebrate the best in men.
Interesting, Uncle. What is the stink in the tail? I mean, as far as this particular play is concerned.
What the what?
The stink in the tail. I mean, I want to. Yeah.
Yes. No. If I tell you, you would have to give me 80 cedis, which is the gate fee.
Oh. Yes. Because I want you to tease this for people to want to rush to the National Theatre today. So even if you're not going to tell us everything, let's just say that you give us something.
Just drop something small.
Yes, there's something small.
Since it is you, I will drop it, and then when I see you, I'll take my 80 cedis from you anyway. Or I will be one of the GFA teams for it for you. But
anyway,
now my brother, one of the things we don't talk about often is how much all of us as human beings need second chance. We need second chance because we are human beings. We normally say that to err is human. Now, when we have erred, being humans, what happens to us? You can't write people off just because they made a mistake, just because they made one wrong judgment. So we need desperately second chances. Unfortunately, many of us, when we even receive a second chance, don't make the best out of it because we haven't learned our lessons. And so this play is about our need for second chance and what we need to do to deserve it. And to let that second chance be a blessing to us, because every one of us has done something that we look back to and say, I wish I had the chance to do it all over again, and I wouldn't do it that way. So that is it. And then, of course, it is told in the context of 4 different love stories.
Wow.
So you're going to have 4 different love stories all on the same stage.
Well, Uncle, just before I let you go, for the first timer who hasn't been to any of your productions, what will you tell that person? Why should the person be there today?
You know, a common thing that happens to those who come to watch any of my productions for the first time is that they would always come to us, either me, the cast members, or even the ushers, and say, if I hadn't come, it would have paid me, Papa. Now, and we tell them that, well, if you hadn't come, you wouldn't have known. The point is that we've achieved such levels of excellence that every Ghanaian who comes to watch this play, any of our productions, will walk away proud about being a Ghanaian. Because I resolved from the beginning that I'm not going to put up productions that would make people apologize for me. And so, that is not a standard out there, but this is Africa, this is Ghana, and so we'll take it like that. No. Our productions can be measured with the best anywhere. Anywhere. And so when you do come, you're going to be blessed. It's not just going to be the play. You're going to, stress levels are going to go down. I know of 2 doctors who now, when they are dealing with a patient with stress, will tell them, go and watch a Boy White play and come. And there are people and the first doctor who started doing it stopped taking her medication when she came to the production because the stress vanished. So that is what it is. Beautiful choreography, great singing, and great acting.
Thank you very much, Uncle Bo. And I'm sure that you've heard it for yourself. You have to make sure you are at the National Theatre where the play is showing, and it is on the 12th and 13th, and the time is 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. Each day, there are 2 productions. Get your tickets at Joy FM, Shout Shops, or at the airport, also Dansuman, Sakaman, East Legon, at Chimota and Tema Community 11. We can go to Frankie's, you can go to Quick and Fine Supermarket, which is opposite the UPSA at Medina. Or what you do is to make sure that you call 050-554-6010 or WhatsApp this number, which is 050-554-6030 for your ticket. Not My Husband is sponsored by Bond Savings and Loans, Old Mutual, Passion Air, and the media partners is Multimedia. All our platforms, you can talk of BFT, Daily Guide, Gold Street Business, and the others. Remember that Roverman Productions, be the difference. So very soon we will be wrapping up, but then I would want to find out from these gentlemen in the studio with me about breast cancer, what they know about it, what it is, and what they think must be done to deal with the situation as it is. October is the Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And remember that on your Cosmopolitan Mix, hosted now by Mama Via Boaji, we have the Pink Month, which is going on. Now, let me come to you, Langabel. Langabel, let me come to you. When we say breast cancer, what do you know about it?
Oh, definitely, breast cancer is used to disturb our ladies. You understand? It depends how you make your body. It depends. Sometimes women used to put money from our breasts. They used to put so many things, and you know that your breath is different than everything in your body. You understand? God give us two fundamental styling things. You got it. The breast cancer is one of them. Well, you have to watch it very careful. And if you don't treat your body well, you become a disease, and this kind of thing you affect you and your how do you call it, in your breath. And some of our mothers too, when they are going someplace, you see that they hold the child instead of sitting down to give the child breath. He stand, then you put the breath to the child mouth, then it's drawing.
Are you trying to say that is what gives breast cancer?
So many things.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, so many things, my man. I mean, so many things. What brought a cancer? I'm asking you.
No, I have asked you the question. The one in the seat.
That's why I'm telling you. I'm telling you that this so many ways kill a cat.
And Lisa, wherever you are, you have to be here.
Yes. Anna known that. So all the ladies, some of the ladies didn't treat their breath well. That's why when you don't treat your breath well, you get cancer. No, I'm telling all the ladies in this country, they're supposed to make sure that they treat their breath well, because the breath belongs to the men.
Ruben,
yeah, Mr. Nova,
what do you know about breast cancer?
You know, I have some brother that is saying some of the part is true, but you know, most of the thing, which is my IC, most of our lady put mobile phone to your breast.
Hey,
that thing.
His is money, yours is mobile phone.
Yes, the mobile. So many now there is a mobile phone. Mobile phones, and now to somebody to your breast one size, the person will see say he carry two sides of the breast.
Hey,
are you getting me?
What do you mean? I don't understand.
You know. Sometimes, you know, it's not to be heat for that place too much.
Yes.
Are you getting me?
It's not supposed to be heat.
Yeah, for that place. You know, if that place is heat, always it's not.
The blood is not germinate.
So what has been heating that place?
Oh, always they just you know some of our their breast they are used to cover here. You know, most of them, you know, they are bought it for home use. You know, and that home used to know the white ones are used so many things on it. And this lady too, you don't have money. You don't have to buy the brand new one. Always want to buy the home use
the cheap one.
The cheap one. And that cheap one, most of them you get disease. You get disease. You don't know the people, somebody who used it from different countries. You don't know the person die on that time they are worried that that time the person die. You don't know anything.
So when the person die, that will carry the disease.
But you know that things where they brought that how they got the phones where they are brought it for outside the country.
Yeah.
The second hand cloth. You know that when they finish.
What did you say? Second hand.
Second hand cloth.
Cloth. What is cloth?
The clothes.
Cloth.
Cloth. Thank you for the correction.
Yeah.
You know, some of them, some of them they spray when they are coming. They spray the thing to make lively. You understand? But later when you come, because when you come Ghana, when you come,
the man stay America before. That's why I know that he's spraying it. So the man is strong. It's true. They spray it. So if you see how the smile be as Mr. Nova, you see the things are fantastic. So I want to advise my ladies or my sister and Mr. Nova. These things they're dangerous. most of them, they think they are bought to breach their bodies.
The creams.
Yeah, most of them have the chemicals so high. And I don't know how our food on that board, I don't know.
FDA, that's the food
FDA,
and
they call it FDA.
FDA.
FDA is supposed to go inside so that Africa, especially Africa is supposed to use our own
cream.
You know, but the people going to outside, go and bought it. You know that our leader our ladies always want to make our body to be bright, so that if no one see her, they are attracting you.
It's not about when you see.
And Nova, let me say, you know, because of that cancer, you know that we have face cancer.
Yes.
Cancer, it can spread.
No, but you know that we have the face cancer.
I'm saying that cancer can get to any part of.
Thank you. You know the reason why I say we are. You see, our ladies, some of them they have black and red and green.
Oh my goodness.
My face.
Papa is in.
No.
Okuchola. Okuchacha.
Yes, I'm a
champion man.
Yes, I'm a champion.
But why you keep low like that?
Oh, because of the rains is
the what?
The rains.
The rains.
Yes.
Because they have come.
Yes.
So you decided to sleep.
The weather is very bad. So that's why I am late.
Waking up was difficult for you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So Kumchacha, since you just walked in, let me ask you, what do you know about breast cancer?
Breast cancer.
Yes.
The breast cancer is what do you call it? Why are you laughing? This guy need a big deliverance. It's a program about Nufo.
We don't talk 3 years. We speak English.
Oh,
we call it breath. Breath.
Yeah, breast. You say breath.
Bread, eh?
And then
you say bread.
No, it's breast. BLATYS.
Yeah.
So you're saying that it's a problem with the breast?
Yes.
And how can we deal with it? How can we deal with it?
You can deliver in your if you marriage, you can deliver on your mouth.
You can deliver on your mouth.
Yes, so
I want to know. Okay, first let's start the process this way. Kumchacha.
Yes, sir.
How do you determine that somebody has breast cancer?
They determine.
No, go ahead. Don't just go ahead.
They determine if you.
I don't know.
Joy 99.7 FM.
All right.
Problem for you.
So you're still listening to us. We'll be wrapping up soon. But okay, so
let's go.
Let me come to you.
Yeah, come.
Whilst Kumchacha catches his breath.
Yeah.
Now, Ruben.
Yeah.
What should you do to check if you have breast cancer or not? We are being told that there are certain things you should do. So, what are the things you should do? They talk about some kind of examinations. What should you do?
First of all, people who are married have an advantage to check our wife. You know, most of them, you have an opportunity to visit that thing always.
Visit what thing?
The breast, your wife's breast. So if you visit your wife's breast and you are checking your sizes, make sure every day you are on it. So
you are sitting there every day, you are holding your wife's
breast.
Oh,
every night so if you check it, something is happening. Most of the ladies can never see the thing fast, but if you see something, what is you see some small hole for inside, I'm supposed to tell you what
small what hole. What is hole?
That one unless you come church explain.
Let me come to you, Langa. What should you do?
You bring Okum Tata here today. Okum make us everybody make smooth. God bless you.
Tell me what you need to do. To find out that whether you have breast cancer or you don't have it.
That's what I'm telling you. I told you that some of our ladies know. Likewise, as Ruby said, they used to put that the bodies bodies.
No, we've moved from there. My question is, how do you determine? What should you do to find out whether you have or you don't?
You have to go to hospital.
Oh, the hospital alone.
Oh yes, where you know that you get cancer, you don't know. You yourself, you are not a doctor.
But you were told that it develops as a lump in the breast.
And how can you know that the lump is coming from your birth?
That's why
You have to go to the.
It's not birth, it's breast. I say birth. Breast.
No, I'm calling this Strams.
Okay.
Hey, you're calling it what?
It's Strams.
Strams.
What
is Strams?
Strams.
Trump.
Then Trump.
So you're trying to slang.
Strams, man, right? Hey, man, you know, no. If you want to know that you have that cancer,
yes,
you go to the hospital. Like our mother said, Annalisa said, go to Madam Annalisa Hospital. She'll check everything for you. Fantastic.
But Kumchacha, is that something you can do yourself even before you go to the hospital? Going to the hospital is correct, but then what should you as an individual also do? And let's remember that it's not only the women, even men can also develop breast cancer.
My wife have breast cancer. My wife, I can't give my wife opportunity to go to hospital. So because the breast is for me.
It's for you.
Yeah.
Why is it for you?
It's my wife.
So the breast is yours.
Yes.
What are you going to do with it?
You enjoy it.
Thank you. I can enjoy it.
And how about your kids?
On my kids.
Yeah, the babies when they are born.
It's kids. This one is not kids' property.
It's for you.
Yes. This one is not kids' property.
Ruben, you were talking about some kind of checking the breast and all that.
Yeah.
We're told that you can do self-examination.
Yeah.
And so there's a way you check.
Yeah.
They are taught. The women are taught how to do self-examination, or their husbands also can help them.
Yeah. Most of them, their husband is more important thing to check. Especially our young people now, I think their father is their mother supposed to check for them. So me, my wife, they are supposed to make sure to hold it, to make sure, like I will check it every month. I will check it how the things be, you know.
Every day or every month?
Every day, mama, you can't get time to check it every day. You know, you
can check on night.
Be like 3 weeks, you can check it by 2. You can hold it and make sure you put it like balu. If you know that something is inside round one, you know.
Bad guy.
You know, but you know. Why I say it's bad, you're supposed to make it how, you know, you put it how balu it, you know, compete. If you some break it on it, you say you can hear something, some break it on it. If you break it on it, you hear some good news. So if the time you are pumping it small, if there's no pain on it, you as the lady will tell you, no, I didn't get any pain on it. That one.
What an interesting way Ruben is going to be checking if the wife has breast cancer. And this is where we draw the curtains down on the Weekend City Show. It is time for us to, cross over for Newsfile. But before that, let me take the last comments in 30 seconds each from all of you.
My man, let me greet, how do you call it, Mr. T and all the accountant people in ministry. Honorable Minister, may God bless you.
Thank you very much.
My wife and everybody.
Ruben.
Let me go. Today is our experience. So let me greet pastors who God bring out for Ghana here, especially Benahim, Jonathan Miller,
Thank you very much.
And Michael Bodin.
Thank you, my brother. Bless you. Long life to you. I'm greeting Apostle Reverend Bodin Ameche, the Mikes Chapel. God bless you and long life to you. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much to all of you who have been listening to us. My name is Novan Akwayeford. I've been produced by Abu, and I call the man the red man, that is Sule, and then also Dennis has been here with me. Novan Akwayeford. It's 9 o'clock. We are crossing over. Good morning to you, Constance, who is listening all the way from Spinters, and to you, my good friend Cyril Dakwa of the Dubai Chamber. We say good morning to you. We'll see you next week. It's time for Newsfile.
So if you are dissatisfied, I need more proof of me. Mr. I will take you home.